one too many drops of my AC adapter. Now my InZone M9 will not turn on anymore. The power input took the hit when it fell down. So I'm going to be fixing the main board of my Sony InZone M9. And hopefully that will fix the issue and we can be up and running again. See, with the AC adapter, it's very short. That's not very long. What's that? Like maybe a foot and a half, maybe 2 feet at best. And then that cord's not even better. So it has to be always close or it won't reach. So we are going to be taking apart my baby. Paid so much for it and now I damaged it. It's my fault. I should have been more careful. So make sure you take out the stand. And if you're not sure again, let me show you. There is a button. A little hard to see. See right here? A little button here. We're going to be pressing that. And also, there are going to be a few things that we're going to need. Taking off the stand, putting it off to the side here. Here I have a phone mat. The phone mat that I use is my Music Nomad guitar pad that I use here. But they also recommend you can use a blanket if you want to. And also they recommend that, let's see here, that you have acetate tape and aluminum tape. Looking at my list here. Where did I put it? Okay, there it is. Looking at my checklist that I have on my computer here. Make sure I don't forget anything. And we're going to need a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. I'm just going to use my, hopefully this will be enough, my Fantic C1 capsule. It says to have an ESD wrist strap. I don't have one of those. So I would recommend to get one to keep the electronics safe. Right now, I'm wearing just like rubber shoes and I have no carpet. So it rarely has any buildup electricity. But I have some metal here that I touch occasionally. So it doesn't build up any charge. Or you can use nitrile gloves that are specifically made for not to build up any charge in them. It says that blanket or foam mat. We have the foam mat. Then we also need a number 1 Phillips screwdriver, which is also a dual bit here. Phillips 1, Phillips 2. Then we need a small parts tray or cup, highly recommended, and a multimeter. But we're not gonna really need the multimeter. We're just gonna replace the board. We like fixing things ourselves, right? Let's get a closer look here. Like fixing things for ourselves. We are going to release the stand, and next is to remove the rear cover. Lay the monitor face down on your blanket. Remove the 4 rear cover screws, which are right here. You remove these, but I had already removed them because they were on my VESA mount before, and I had removed them so I can connect them and attach them. So I took them apart, but I wanted to put the stand in so you can kind of follow along. We remove the 4 screws. Oh, and let me show you the damage here first. Here, there used to be a cover here that you plug in the plug here, but the whole the jackpot has been damaged when the AC adapter fell from my desk onto the floor, and it took the damage. Usually you can use like a plastic pry tool which is recommended, which I can't, I seem to have, I had it ready and then I lost it. But if you have a strong grip, you can just pop them up. Open the rear cover carefully. The rear cover does not come off fully yet. There are two cables still attached on the inside. I believe it's on this side. That's where the plug is. And of course, make sure it's not plugged in. But since our plug is already damaged, there's no way it can be plugged in. Yeah, carefully. I figured, why not? It's already damaged. Let's fix it. Let's just fix it. And if worst comes to worst, we can just sell it for parts. I don't want to let this monitor go. It's been good to me, even though I got a new one. I got a new Samsung Odyssey G6. The 241. Or was it 260? I forget. Just carefully checking. It's the short places right here, the corners. That's where it's really tough to get into. Helps to have a pry tool. Without damaging the plastic. I think I have one. I think I have a spare one somewhere. It's good to be prepared ahead of time. But I'm in a rush. I ran out of time. Too much stuff going on. Let's use a guitar pick. Pry tool. Let's see. Oh no, this is not the pry tool. It's the guitar pick. I need a pry pick. And let's just. Oh no, here we have one. I found one. Just one of those. One of my old backup ones. Though it was made for phones, so not for a monitor. It's gonna be tricky. It's not the right tools. Just gonna have to use some muscle power here. So, mistake number one. Make sure you already know where your pry tool is. I was so sure I knew where it was when I started this video. Yeah, this one's not strong enough. Getting there though. We're getting there. No editing. No editing. Usually I would edit this part out, the part that takes the longest, so you're not bored. But let's assume we're all struggling, and you don't have to pause the video. You can take a break if you're already ahead of me already. You can take a break as I struggle with this thing. I mean, I have things to try to pry it open, but I don't want to damage the plastic. Just gonna have to do it like very carefully. You may have had better luck since I already play guitar. It's just, doesn't hurt my fingers. I just don't want to break it. Just don't want to break the plastic. Gotta respect the plastic. I don't know if I can see what's going on here. I'm gonna show you a little hard from this angle. Oh, never mind. Tabs. They're tabs. Tab-looking things. So you just press them. Just lift and press them in, and they come out. Lift and press in. Lift and press in. But it's these corner ones I can't figure out how they're attached. I'm just gonna have to get something stronger, like a screwdriver. Let's try a drill bit, screwdriver. Maybe we can push it in that way. Without, gotta be careful. Find the tab, then press, and then lift. Getting there. It's just that my camera's in the way. Can't see what I'm doing. And there's something a little bit thinner. To the smaller one. Let me kind of show you what I'm doing here. Move this over carefully. See what we have here. See, if you're not careful, you're going to damage all this plastic. I'm going to get a pry tool. See, I'm not sure if you can see. There's a tab right here. I'm pressing it in. But it's not popping out for some reason. It's not popping. Not sure why. Can't get a good look what I'm doing. Just the bottom part that's not popping. So let's see if we can get a better look at what's happening. See how there's these tabs here. These tabs, you press them in to get them out. This one at the bottom, it's not popping like these other ones. Let's see the cable they're talking about. want to be careful of the cables right here. But once we get the case off, I can show you the next step. We already have a couple of, I guess this is part of the plug that broke, I assume. It had a plastic black ring on it. Let's figure this out together. This whole bottom one is not coming off. Everything else, yes. Let me take a look at some of these instructions. I'll put a link on the description at what I was looking at. It looked easy. Looked easy here. Yeah, it doesn't show. It just says. Assemble. Remove the screws. And then it shows the rear cover. I guess it goes sideways. Because they want us to start here, start all three here, start removing these here. Oh, no. It starts here. You're gonna, this is why I want you to watch first before we do anything. We start from here, then we open all of this here, then we open these, and then we open this way, from this direction. And they use their hands. I'm still stuck on this one. Why are you stuck? Once I see it, then I'll let you know. Once I see it, I'll let you know how it comes off. It's gonna be a long night. I told myself, I hope it doesn't take more than an hour. And I said, but knowing me, it's gonna be like a 4-hour thing to figure out. Cause it says it's simple. Just pull it out like it's nothing. And it's never that simple. It's never that simple. I don't know why it's not popping. I can feel it like it wants to, but it's not. Why is it not popping? Do I need to get a bigger screwdriver? Just hold off on that. I already damaged the plastic already. I still may have to edit this video. I'm gonna be here for 1 hour just watching me struggle with this thing. I'm just trying to find the tab on the bottom somehow. Where is that tab? Need a better look. Again. See the tab? Why won't you go up? What is wrong? What's holding you back? Nothing should be holding you back. Yeah, see that you're bent. You're not coming out. See, I already broke the tab. There should be nothing holding it. See, it's not there anymore. Something else is holding it down. Sorry. You're necessary. Necessary damage. What is holding you down? Something is holding it down. So I took the risk of damaging this part. So nothing is holding it down here. The tab is already kind of half broken already. But there's something holding it down right here at the bottom. It's not going up. Try to separate them here. Not sure what's going on. Maybe I have this all wrong. Maybe I'm trying to take off the wrong part. Maybe I need to take off the whole bottom part. Because it's attached to each other. Maybe that was the problem. Let me zoom out for a little bit. So what I've been trying to do is take this whole gray part off. But it looks like there's a little tab here. Maybe I'm just supposed it stays attached, but I just need to take it off from here all the way across. It's not clear in the instructions. That's why I don't like the instructions. It's very unclear. very unclear what needs to come out. See, that's better. It's coming off. That was the problem. I was trying to take off this whole gray part, but it's this little tab here. But now now see how it gets stuck? Like something else is holding it down now. Gotta work my way across. Work my way. Get some more light here. All right. Let's see how this goes. Oh, going better. I just go to I feel a tab and I try to push it in. I feel a tab. So see, got it. Then I feel a tab right here. So I try to carefully stay and push it. We need a little something to hold it. Let's use my scissors here. You feel the tab, you just got to keep pushing into the tab. Tab moves. Of course, this is not the right tool for it. I lost my pry tool that I was using. Maybe they were using their fingers, so maybe we'll just do the old finger technique here. Now that I figured out what the issue was, that they were just using their fingers in the picture. Yeah, it's not working. Maybe I missed a tab. Let's go out a little bit. Kind of show you what's happening, so I can see what's happening. Has to be a tab around here somewhere. Who's messaging me this late? Ew. No, thank you. No, thank you. Ignore. for a tab to unlock. Just to show you what you're looking for. Something like this. You're gonna push it so that it unlocks from this top part. But for some reason I can't seem to find it. Should be right here. I feel it wanted to pop, but it doesn't. Not sure if you can see it. Right here. Okay, finally got it. Just gotta keep pushing on it. Oh, I'll have to lose my scissors into the machine. It was dangerous to do that anyway. Just gotta keep moving along till you find it. Again, this was not made for this. This pry tool is for phones, not for monitors. But for some reason I can't find the pry tool. Get that back up. Gonna keep pressing on the tab. And that tab is partially broken. Just making my way downtown. I don't know, that song stuck in my head ever since I think I saw a TikTok video about it. Somebody recently played the song. Oh no, it was because of I guess recently did a concert. What's today? Today is April 26th. So I think a few days ago or a week ago or something. She recently did a concert, like a surprise concert, like a special guest. And she played that song. Okay, we got the next one. Let me show you again how it looks. So they seem to be about now I lost my measuring tape. I don't know. I have to measure it in American. It's about 4 fingers away. So every 4 fingers there's going to be these tabs, so you can get a basic idea where they're at and where you need to press them. So we got the one here. We got the one here. So it'll be right here. Always tricky. It is thin enough to go in, but not strong enough to press down on it to release. Yes, that's the only issue. Very, very flimsy. Not rigid. All right, the last one. Oh, never mind. It went back in. Lighting so bad here. It's just too flimsy. It wasn't meant for this. Go in sideways. Yeah, Vanessa Carlton. Wait, that the right one? Sometimes I get them confused with the other girl. What was the other one? Something Branch. Michelle Branch. Sometimes I get them confused. One plays guitar, one plays piano. But which one is which? See Terry Crews taking us at dun 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 dun. And I miss you. Dun 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 dun. And now I wonder. Yeah, white chicks. White chicks. I haven't seen that movie in forever, but it's the one thing you remember from the movie. Killing me here. One stupid tab. I had to use my screwdriver. Alright, I think we got it. Now carefully, be careful. Let's put it back into the original position here. My table's too small for this. I just don't want to do it on my bed. I can't get the camera over there. It would be weird try to film at the same time. Okay, so now we are going to open it like a book this way. I probably have to do it this way. Let me check the instructions again. Oh, there's still this one that is stuck. We got this corner that's still stuck. I forgot about this corner. Forgot about this corner. They shouldn't be that difficult. I'll put it back in. Let's snap you back out again. That sounded like it broke. Did it break? No, it's just loud. So this side we need to be careful of. How do we disconnect it? How do we disconnect it? How do we disconnect? Okay, what does the instructions say? Remove the aluminum tape. Be careful when removing the rear cover because the key BD and the FCC and the illumination cables are connected. Do not pinch the cables when assembling the rear. Alright, so we're going to remove the tape. Oh, I wanted to also mention, if you're going to get aluminum tape, don't get the HVAC kind. Don't get the ones that are for ductwork. Or like heating in, because they're very thick. They're very thick tape. We can probably really use this one, but I did buy some aluminum tape in case we can't reuse it anymore. Like it just not gonna stick anymore. So I bought these just in case. Just in case we can't use it. So you want to try to carefully remove the tape. So we don't damage the tape or damage the parts it's connected to. And one of the reasons why you don't want to get the HVAC kind, even though it's thick and all of that, they're not really made for their EMI, and they're too thick, and they'll really stick. You may never get it off if you try to repair your computer again or the monitor again. So you want it to be very, very flexible tape. The other HVAC is not flexible. So when you're trying to attach it again, it might be too thick of a tape. It may cause some issues. We'll just put this temporarily right there. So we're going to remove these. We should be able to lift it up. Lift up the cover first. Or first, let me look at the instructions. How we were going to move these. Don't pinch the cables when assembling the rear. I need a closer look here. Do the covers go up? It looks like the cover go up. Because you don't want to pull on it if the cover comes up. But sometimes they don't come up. The wires seem a little thin. I'm gonna need some. Hold on a moment. I need some maybe needle nose pliers. Those pliers are too big. Some people use. This is makeshift. A lot of the stuff's in the way. Not a good idea to do it this way. Don't do it this way. Need a closer look. See, there's tabs on there. Should be able to pull it out. Pinch them and pull. They're not coming out. I don't want to force them out. It may damage the wire. Which is why I wanted to use the needle nose here. Even though technically we don't need them. They should just come out. Why are they so stuck? Why are they so stuck there? Let's try to carefully. Always something. Always something. Um. mm, Why is it in there? It doesn't say it in the instructions. It just it completely skips that part. Why do you skip this part? It just says be careful removing the rear cover because it's part of the assembly. It just says remove the tape. Be careful removing the rear cover. Don't pinch the cable when assembling the rear. That's all it says. And then it says, then it goes straight to assembling the main bracket. See, I mean, usually with some, you just lightly pull it up and the top comes off. But I mean, this is way too much strength. Didn't need it to pop the top off. So either you just lightly pull it, don't need to take the top off. But see, when I pull it, it's like, that's way too much strength to pull it out. No other choice. Just way too much strength. Try to get these things out. I think I broke it. Yep, I broke it. Maybe I can resolder it. Just resolder it. But it looks like I'm gonna have to buy a driver board now. Why is this stupid thing stuck in there? Well, at least it's out. It's out. They took the whole board with it. I'm gonna have to buy a driver board. So that part one did not go well. So learn from my mistakes and learn why this thing stuck. Why is this thing stuck in there so badly? Because it gave no clue why it's stuck in there. Why is it stuck in there? I'm already damaging the head already. One thing after another. Oh, I'm damaging it. Why were you stuck in there? This is my first time running to something like this. They're never that strong in there. Never that tight in there. See? That one just came out so easy. Why is this one? I think they glued it in there so that no one can get into it. I'm gonna get a closer look. So I'm thinking to myself, see, it has a tab on the top of some kind, like you press it down and it should release, but it doesn't release at all. We'll worry about that later. Let's move on. Let's move on. I mean, I was already gonna plan to sell it for parts if it didn't work, but I thought, oh, you know what? Let's just fix it. Let's see what's going on. Uh, but first, let me check. We got to assemble the main bracket. We got screws here, 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 and here. Let's remove this tape. And let's remove the screws. Phillips head. Now, where did I put that Phillips head? I'm still trying to lose parts already. Did I put it in my pocket? Checking pockets. Not in my pocket. Don't worry, I got a lot of Phillips heads. Is it a 2 or a 1? I think it's a 1. Oh no, 2. 2 works fine. So let's just put this right here. So we get 1 here, 1 here. One here. Lift up the tape. Oh, sorry, forgot about the camera. Carefully lift up the tape. Alright, so we got the bracket off. Two tapes are attached. The aluminum tape at the top and then the black tape at the bottom. The black one is called the acetate. I think that's acetate, 34 by 40 millimeter. We remove all the LVDS, FC, open the connection cover. Let's remove the tape so we can see what we're doing. I'm going to lift the cover up. See, it's simple as that. And then you pull out the ribbon carefully. Lift the carefully. So for this one, get a closer look. I'm going to lift up the lid here carefully. Slowly pull out the ribbon. Alright, now we should be able to remove it. Oh, gotta be careful here. One I forgot. The one at the bottom. Carefully remove the tape. This one scares me a little bit. Try to see what I'm looking at here. It doesn't say how to remove it. It just says remove. Never seen this type of connection before. Alright, so I guess all of it comes off. Carefully remove it. No. Alright, let's flip it in this direction. So we have this board here, and I have to get this part here because I broke it, and I need to figure out how to remove the head that's stuck for some reason. I'm going to assume they glued it on there. Assemble the main board. We got the screw here, 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 and here. And then we have to remove the board here. Moving the screws here in the corner carefully. Don't try to rush it. I mean, what am I worried about? This part's already broken. But just, it's for practice. You want to practice always being careful. We're going to call this the main board screws. I think they're all the same though. No, the main boards are longer to the cover. Let's move the driver board. I would say not bad for our first time. Not bad at all. I wasn't expecting anything too surprising. Oh, forgot the last screw. Like, why is that not coming off? Alright. And it says it should just come right out. Checking. I removed all the screws, so it should come right out. Now why is it stuck? What's it stuck to? Let me recheck the screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shouldn't be stuck to anything. Oh, it's the USB boards and stuff, so may have to lift it. May have to lift it. Oh, why did they glue it? Did they glue this down too? Why are they trolling me? They're trolling me here. Oh, okay. It was the heat, I guess, heat sinks. It was stuck to these, to the pads and to the, what do you call it? Yeah, my brain's not working. What time is it? It's past 2 a.m. It's a late night. I just want to do it really quick, get it over with, so I can have it ready in the morning. So both of these are broken. You can see where the main board has broke. I guess technically, if it had this specific part, I could probably resolder it and do that, but I'm not familiar with this type of connection here. What is it? A DC N1. I didn't want to risk trying if it didn't work. So we're gonna take a pause here for a little bit, because I'm getting the backup one to show you. I'm trying to debate, should I just install it now and then put it away temporarily? Or try to do it all at once when I have all the parts that I need. have the board here. Or do I just, like, can we install it temporarily? Disconnect this and just leave it there so it's ready to go right away? Or should I just wait? Just keep this hidden away, wait, and then install this part. And we should be good to go. We just have to put everything back together. I guess we'll wait. We'll just pause it here. Pause it temporarily. I'll just put this away, and then we'll be back in a few seconds when I get this part ordered out. Gotta order this part. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? Never mind. I think we can fix it tonight. I just, for some reason, I thought it was over here because, you know, I flipped it around, so I just assume it's still over here. But look, it's over here on the main board. We're gonna take this out. We don't need to buy this one. I think we just had a small miracle here, but we still have one problem though. Detaching this stupid thing. Detaching this head part from the bracket thingy. Yeah, my terms are very technical. So yeah, let's take this apart here. So this part here. Do we have enough that we don't need it? Yeah, we have enough here. We have enough padding here. Alright, so when you're taking these things apart, you gotta be careful. And if you're wondering, like, you must be a master electrician or something. No, I know I seem like I know what I'm doing. But clearly, I don't. Well, my experience is when I was growing up, I used to do a lot of modifications for Xboxes and PlayStation 2s, PlayStation 3s, fixing the lasers, fixing chips to them, soldering all those like 20 wires into the motherboard, and other electronic stuff. But, you know, I thought maybe one day I would get into it, but I never did. Never did. Alright, I'm just trying to check. See this? It should come out, right? You just push this down, it comes out. See? It should always be as simple as that. It shouldn't take that much power. And let's get a closer look. See, they have these little tabs here. This one over here has something similar, but it didn't work. It has something similar. I can't reach. Camera won't reach. It has something similar at the top, but it didn't come off for some reason. I'm thinking they glued it on there for some. They glued it, accidentally glued it. You just press it down and just pull it out. So when you're carefully putting it back in, snaps into place, right? Press it down, and then you press it down and it comes loose, right? Very simple. All right, I'm just looking at the board here, making sure I'm not missing anything. All right, say goodbye to the board. Bye, board. But there's one thing I'm worried about, that I still may need to replace this one, because if I damage the plug, who knows if the electrical, like that short moment it shorted out, it went and damaged, it just connected to the driver board. So I was already anticipating getting the driver board, but I figured let's just risk it. I don't want to have to buy a part. I don't want to have to buy it. We all want to save money in this economy. We all want to save money. That's why we're fixing our stuff. Too much tape on this bag. Just gonna cut it. Felt like something was in there. No, that's just my imagination. So this is what the original plug looked like. And when my AC adapter, it just broke this whole thing apart. Let's see the original board. So that's what it looks like now. And this is the way it's supposed to look. So technically, you can just resolder it. If you can find this part. I don't think it's too difficult to find, but I just didn't want to risk it having to get a new part. You just desolder these, put the pins in, solder them, and it should be good as new. But again, like I said, I don't know if when it broke, I don't know if some kind of electrical charge went through the whole board and then reached to this board too. So I don't know what really happened to this board. Don't want to repair it, and then suddenly it's like, oh, don't work. Okay, so let me show you. Let me show you here. This is the part we broke. Let me carefully switch it around. So this is the part we broke right here, right? So you see here, when it goes in, it locks in into this little part here. So it's not complicated. You just press that little tab down, and it should just come right out. But for some reason, it just didn't want to come out. And ended tearing out the whole thing. So I'm pressing the thing down. It's just I don't understand why I didn't want to come out. All right. Yeah, it goes like this. Oh, here's the other extra broken parts that are inside. It broke on the inside. More pieces. More broken pieces. Make sure I got all of them out of there. I get them all out. Yeah, it looks like they're all out. We're going to line it up. All right, just making sure it stays to the rechecking the alignment here. Show you what I'm looking at. Making sure the alignment is all good here. Making sure it's like not out of place. So it might be a little bit out of place. So I need to kind of scooch it across a little bit just a little bit, just so that it's in the middle. Is what I'm looking at right here. Then checking where this headphone jack is, making sure they're lining up. Just making sure, making a note of that. All right. Oh, you know what? I forgot to hook these parts up. Here we go again. Take it back out. Flip it around. So that's why I say make sure you just watch the whole video first before we do anything. Before we do anything, make sure you watch the whole video. Okay, one part in. Second part in. Lift the lid. Carefully lift the lid. I don't know how many times I've broken a PlayStation 2 lid case here, being too rough with it. Just gonna carefully line it in place. You don't want to jam it in. There's these little tabs on the side. These little hooks. Part. First, just try to carefully get it in there. So once it's lined up, like a puzzle piece, close it. All right, we got that part in. Now, carefully flip both of these. The camera's in the way. Let's back up a little bit so I have some room to flip these around. Carefully line them up. I'm lining it like this way and then down. So see, it's in there. Then looking at the screw holes here. So that's lined up there. Trying to press down on the, what did they call it? Thermal paste. Making sure it's pressing on the thermal paste. It'll heat up and start. Thermal paste will be thermal pasting when it starts heating up. I'm double checking the bottom here. Gotta move to the side a little bit so that we can show you what I'm looking at here. I want this in the middle, not too much to the side. All right, let's screw it in. I'm just double checking over here. I'm like, what? We know this goes here. This goes here. I just don't remember what it connects to. I know there's the base part, the cover under here. So we'll figure it out. But this should be the right way. The way I'm lining up the screws here. Sorry, again, keep forgetting the camera's there. So we're matching up these here. I think these are the right ones. We're gonna screw it in. Oh, different direction. Let's just get that one in there. We're gonna get this corner here. All right. This one here. Let me double check the placement here. Plug looks good. Plug looks good. Remember here. Remember here. Remember. I am no expert. I don't have all the tools to do all these things. If I do, I don't know where I put them. Yeah, because usually these type of videos, you have to project like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I never know what I'm doing. I just like to experiment. I like to tinker. I like to experiment all kinds of ways. No, sorry. Let's move it over here. Just see what we're doing. So hopefully I'm not moving too fast for you. We're all moving at the same pace here. We're moving at the same pace. But then again, your problem might be different. I'll kind of briefly go over some other ways to dismantle this. I'm scared to dismantle anything else. Mainly, I just wanted to replace the boards. But you're thinking like, oh, well, I need to replace the screen or something. I'll try to go over and like a quick lesson. So I think that is everything. Flipping the board around carefully. Right. Okay, it's not aligned just yet. I just want to connect this part first. This part here. See, it goes in really easy. Should be no problem. Right? But this stupid part, why won't it come loose? Let me get a little closer. You see the tab right there? It's on the top. Why won't you come loose? All right, so let's align this where we need to. See? Oh, sorry, you can't see. We'll just keep this little simple right here. This is the middle part. I'm gonna line up in there, right? Then it's gonna line up there, there, there. I think. So here, here for sure, here, and here. I think that was 5. Okay, first let's connect the cables again. As you can see here, part of the cable. So, hopefully the tape will hold. I did buy some acetate tape just in case. I forgot what the size was. I think the size was 2 inches, or at least 1.5 inches. So it should have been enough to cover it. Let's see. So if you're not really sure, if you need a backup, I bought these as a backup just in case. Because they very peculiar what tape you need to use. You just can't use, don't use gaffer tape. Acetate, not gaffer. All right, let's look. Next one. Here. It's still up from the last time. So you're going to carefully, again, I'm not sure if you can see, but there's these little tabs. So it's not straight, it's like a tiny tab. So you're not just going to jam it in there. You're just going to try to line up. Because there's a small tab to little tab. Like a little pimple. You got to carefully line it up in there. And kind of line it up in there. I need a closer look myself with my own eyes. Camera's in the way. I always check with my own eyes that it's in there. Yep, it's the tabs are in the tabs. So we're gonna press this top cover, press down, and then put this tape back on. Tape doesn't seem very strong. If it's coming loose, I'll just get a new tape. Okay, we move on to the next one. Remove this tape out of the way. I'm checking for tabs on the side. Yep, it has small tabs, very small nubs on the side. So you're not just gonna jam it in. You gotta like angle it. Okay, so let's say this is the flat, right? You're not just gonna jam it in. You could, but you're gonna cause a problem. So you're gonna kind of like get in it from the top, then lay it down. I can't see what I'm doing. Camera's in the way. I'm gonna try to get it. Sometimes they give you that little extra room right here to grab it. So coming at an angle and then lay it flat. Let me double check. I need to see with my own eyes. Make sure the tabs are tabbing. Nope, that side tab is not in there correctly. Okay. Tabs are tabbing here. Tabs are tabs. They're in the spot they need to be. Close it. Cover it. Now let's work in reversed here. Which tape went to which tape? Oh, first screws. Screw it in. Screw. Okay, let's give them enough room so I can screw this in. Move on to the next one here. Next one here. You know, sometimes, like, if I know it's going to have a lot of screws, I mark them. Oops. The one thing about this one is it's a little fat. So it's bumping into this. The one weakness is it's a little fat. I mean, thick is good, but sometimes it's a little too tight. Need the right tool for the right job. Oh, it's not stripped yet. Hopefully, won't have to come back and do this all over again. Now, and the last one's right here. Oh, I didn't show you about the other way to keep dismantling this thing. Okay, so let's assume we all this is gone, right? The next thing to disassemble, just gonna give you like a walkthrough, visual walkthrough. Let me tighten this. It's coming loose. Stay in place. All right. Next is we're gonna disassemble the front bezel. This is just this black border. You're gonna take down all these screws you see right here. All the screws that run down. Okay, there's nothing here. They're just all right here. The bezel here. Let's see there. Once you take off that, you remove the piece. And then it's pointing to here for some reason. Points to this thing, but there's nothing there. It says 1, 2. It says the LCM is assembly with individual LCM, liquid crystal display. That's all it says. Pointing right here. I guess it's pointing under. What's under this thing? Then there. Where is this next? You'll see a board. You'll see tiny boards, tiny green boards for the PWB FK board keyboard, power LED board, and joystick cover. So, oh, here it is. It's gonna, if you want to dismantle, there's 3 screws here to remove these if they need to be replaced. If you ever get these damaged, this is what you're gonna need to replace. Number 3 is the 21SU27 joystick cover, and it names the parts that you need to remove those. On the next one, how to disassemble a keyboard. It looks like it's mounted on tape. The FFC is attached to the surface parts of the keyboard and the LED board. How to disassemble the illumination LED board. All right, so this is this part here. Go back. Release the hook to disassemble the LED board. And it's one of those things where you press down on this tab and it should come out. But for some reason, the one that I did just just didn't want to, and it got damaged for some reason. All right, let's move on to the next disassembly. It says, okay, so that's the illumination LED board, and then we got a second one. Got a second one. You go across. There's a second one here, LED board. Then down is the keyboard and the LED board. And that's it. There's really nothing else. That on the instructions, that's how you dismantle it. That says the end. A little sparse on the on the information there. I know it's going to be a little trouble because I was reading it before I took it apart, studying it. It skipped a lot of parts. It just assumed you knew what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. No, we don't. All right. So, big problem. The next big problem: dismantling. Let's get this out of the way. Temporarily, putting it on the bed. Try to take apart this thing without damaging the wires. And take a closer look. Take a closer look with me. See the hook? You should press it down, but it's not coming out. You want to be careful not to pull the wires when you're doing this. You just want to press this down. And it should slide out. Why? Why must you be so difficult? Why must you be so difficult? Let's just try to jam it out with the screwdriver. And don't forget to remind me, we need to put the aluminum foil back on the thing. Gotta cover them up. Gotta cover them up. Depending on you. Don't make me forget. We're all in this together. You can go ahead and start taping it while I try to figure out how to do this thing. Or you can take a break. Take a restroom break. Take a restroom break. I've been doing this for an hour and almost 40 minutes. So I think we're making better time. I might finish this within half the time I thought it would take. Though I wished it took an hour, but I thought to myself, 4 hours. That's it. Well, it's not going to take longer than 4 hours. Unless I broke something. Then it would take longer than 4 hours. But if nothing broke, it would only be 4 hours. So the next 3 hours is going to be trying to take this apart. Where did I put my... Well, let's just try this pry bar here. Try to jam it out. Without damaging the other part. Whew, we got it out finally. Damn. Now we're gonna be there all night trying to get this thing out. Okay, let's put this out of the way temporarily. Let me check my phone. Calling me. Some messages. Back. Bringing this part back. All right. Let's rewind back. Okay, so we got the tape here. Hoping that I'm hoping, oh, sorry. Again, I did it again. Oops. I'm hoping the tape will stay. It's trying to, we'll give it a moment, see if it sticks. I mean, why am I being so cheap? I bought the tape. Not like I'm gonna be fixing a lot of monitors. Why are you being so cheap? Like, all right, let's get the tape. Break out the tape. The black tape held up pretty well, so not worried about the black tape. You know what? Let's just replace. No, I don't want to. We'll replace at least this one. Let's replace this one. All right, we are replacing some tape here. So we did our monitor repair. We removed the tape, and now the tape is not sticking as good as it wants to. So what do? We get a new piece, and technically it should be tearable. I mean, I don't mean like terrible. I mean it should be able to tear apart the part that we need. We need about that much. So tears easy. Terrible. Let's get rid of this here. Comes off very easy. And we are going to replace it with some new tape. Make sure that, so we're going to make sure it sticks and doesn't come off. Because this one lost its stickiness. Get that one. And for the last one here, same thing. I'm going to carefully replace it. So we need about the same amount of tape for that one. So it's terrible here. Terrible. And we will replace it with something brand new. Nice and brand new for our monitor that needed some repairs. The backing's not coming off as smooth, but that's okay. We got a better grip. Put this here, cover it. Nice and smooth. Alright, so previously we had some tape here. The tape has came loose. So you're gonna need, this should be terrible too. No, it's not as terrible. I'm gonna have to cut it. So we cut that part off. We're fixing our monitor. We took off the previous tape that was on here, aluminum tape. So we got a replacement here. How big of a piece do we need? So let's, about that much. It's very simple to use. You want to get the right tape. Again, don't get the HVAC, because that's going to be too thick. It's not going to be very flexible. You want it to be able to have lots of movement. Lots of movement. And when you get this type, you want to make sure it has the aluminum covering on top, so that we can block out the electromagnetic interference stuff, so it doesn't interfere with these type of electronics. So we got one done. The second one, another piece. I believe it was this piece here. So we're gonna need a bigger boat. We might need two. All right, so got a good estimate. We might need two. So we may need one here and one here. Let's get a pre-cut piece here. Yeah, you want the flexibility because you don't want it too sticky here. If it's too sticky, it'll just never come off because the other tape is made to never really stay in place. You want strength, but you don't want permanent. You don't need permanent because we may have to come back someday and do some repairs, and we don't have the hassle having to rip out the tape and then end up accidentally ripping out wires along with it. Nice and ready. And for that one, we need a piece like that big. Not as terrible. Remember, terrible, not terrible. That doesn't tear as easy. So you're gonna need some scissors. There are some tape that look similar to this. Don't get the ones that don't have the ones without aluminum on them. But avoid the duct work. Don't get duct tape. Don't get the duct tape. It's gonna be too sticky, not very flexible, and it'll be on there permanently. Now for the last one, the tricky one. That one is tricky. It's about, I'm gonna need two. I didn't think I need this big of a size. So this one is 2 inches, and I guess this one is a 3-inch piece. So make sure you take into account how big of a piece you need. You don't come up short. All right, let's cover that up. But not yet. We need to attach. We need to attach the cover first. So this is going to be a little tricky. I need to study it one more time. Does it lift up or no? Doesn't look like it lifts up. Just got to jam it in. Just got to jam it in. The ribbon. Here we go with the ribbon. Okay, so that one piece that got stuck, we're going to make sure that the tab is on top. See this little looking tab at the top? We're going to make sure it's at the top. And carefully match it up. I need a closer look. It looks like it lined up. Like it lined up all the way in. No slack. Okay, for this one, I can't remember if it was blue side up. It was blue side up, right? It doesn't feel like the taping shows like it's upside down. Let me check here. What is it? Of course, it doesn't give you a good idea of what it looks like. I'm zooming in. It looks like it's upside down, so that's good. We're gonna jam it in there. All right, so we got it in. Now we're gonna close the cover. Making sure everything's on the right side. It's like I'm really hoping that this was not upside down. Move this out of the way. Should we do a test first? If it turns on, before we smack it into place. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Let's do a quick power test. See if it turns on. The moment of truth. Moment of truth. Where did I put that plug at? Where did I put the plug? How do I lose things so easily? Like I just had it. Just had it here. Why would I hide it? There's no way. There's no point in hiding this plug. It's a monster. It's huge. Oh, here it is. Let's move my desk. If I can get to the back, find the plug where I can plug it in. Because again, this plug is so short. Power plug, so short. Right next to here. All right. Whew. I'm not nervous. Not nervous at all. I already know it's gonna work. Let me just unplug it here first. Get the cable. Plug it in. I'm just double checking the plug here. Make sure it's everything connected as it's supposed to. Nice and tight. It's in there good. Give it some power here. Lights are on. That's a good sign. Though technically it should be purple. I don't know why it's green. Oh, because the board's different. It's supposed to be a purple color. But since I put a brand new board in, it probably went to the default. Whatever it was before. Going into standby. Oh, we got it. It's working. I would say it's alive, but that's kind of cliche. But I forgot. I remembered now. I told you to remind me. Don't make me forget. Don't make me forget. We gotta put the tape on. Gotta put the tape on. I'll forgive you this time. This is your first time. I'm supposed to be the one. I'm the teacher here. I take full responsibility. Just gotta take this part off here. All right. My other monitor's in the way. I don't like how that looks. Oh, careful, careful. Let's go from the top down. No, it's gonna be a little weird here. It's gonna be tight tape. Yeah, finally, got it. Tape it to the board. You're gonna kind of see it here. Let's move this back. Remember to similar to what we did before is flat here. We're gonna put this. Remember, this is the base. We're gonna put it at an angle, then close it down. Bottom in first. We're gonna lock it in. We're gonna get this part in first. Make sure it lines up. Trying to get it to line up. Line it up on top. All right. Got it lined up on the bottom. I think we got it lined up on the bottom. Now we just got to push it down on the sides. I'm gonna be a little tough. I wasn't tough enough. The bottom one didn't lock down. It locked down and popped up. So we have to jam it in there. All right. Check the top. All right. Woo. Turn this around here. I want you to look at it as we try to turn it back on again. Okay, so we got it plugged in. Powering on. Sony. Oh. No DP connected. We got our connection here. Does it work? HDMI 1, 2, DP, USB-C, USB 1. Oh, the menu. I forgot how to access the menu. This monitor had been out for, I don't know, like almost 10 months. I was debating what to do. Repair it or just sell all the parts and buy a new one. With all the part sales, get a brand new one. I have to do one thing. Well, I think I need to press up. That's what I need to do. I gotta press up. It goes to standby. Press up. Up. Or maybe it needs to be connected first. Maybe it needs the connection first. I want to go into the menu. I wanted to turn it purple on the back. I wanted to finish off going purple. We are going to finish purple. We are going to finish purple. Let me connect it. Well, let's fake a connection with my capture card or something. Oh no, it only goes outward. It doesn't go inward. Oh yeah, we need to connect the second one. I'm looking for my cables here on the back. Looking for an HDMI. That's a DP. Looking for an HDMI one. Where's my HDMI at? HDMI. Finishing on purple. Again, this is where I would just edit the video and cut to the part where it's just purple. And then say my goodbye. Oh, there it is. Found the cable. But I decided to try something a little bit different. Wanted to try no editing. Raw. Going raw. HDMI. Was it upside down? Yes, it was upside down. I forgot about that. It's been a while since I connected HDMI. I noticed a problem. One part did not go in correctly. My other monitor went out. It happens. Small issue. No problem. It's no big problem. Remember that one part I told you I broke? This part. I need to smash it back into place so I can close it. But first, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Let's get the HDMI connected. Let me see here. HDMI was. HDMI 1. All right. Okay, now we got the menu. Power LED on. Rear light. I think it was blue or cyan. No, blue cyan. I think that was the purple one. No, that wasn't it. Maybe it was the blue. No, that's not it either. Maybe this hasn't been updated in a while. No. They don't have my purple in here. Cyan. No, that definitely doesn't look like purple. Blue cyan. Ah. Why? They see that's why they just troll me here. Maybe, what software are we on? Sub 203. I think this is out of date. I think. Been a while. I could have sworn it was higher than 6. Yeah, the software looks different. Different from the one I use. Do I have it installed still? But anyway, thank you. This has been Father McFossfoss. Thanks for watching. I hope any of this has been helpful. If it has, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And we finished it in just a little over 2 hours. Not bad at all. Not at all. Just thank you all for being there for the journey.